I hope you're getting ready for a hot summer because things are going to get real crazy here soon, and you really need to get strapped up and be ready to protect yourself based on where you are, your location, and what activities you participate in. I've had a couple of things happen lately that should definitely give you some reason to have some additional concern. Right now at the Supreme Court making rulings, some in favor of allowing people to concealed carry and changing states that used to be may issue to shall issue will of course upset some people and make others happy. Then we also have the other Supreme Court decision basically overturning Roe v Wade, and regardless of how you feel about that, just keep in mind that the way I like to operate is that I don't need the federal government to dictate any of my morality to me, but hey, it's up to you. I also don't need them to dictate what kind of equipment I should be allowed to own. But this is just the way things are going right now. And these hot button items are really going to push people to do desperate and crazy things. And that's exactly what we're walking into come this summer. If you're not ready for things to get a little bit crazy around you, you need to be, because here's another thing that's happening right now. More gun control legislation just went through the US House. And what that means is that when that bill goes to the president's desk and it gets signed, which it will, there's going to be a lot more tools in the toolbox for people who don't like you or I to have firearms to be able to get rid of our ability to have these firearms. And this is a big deal because they're already going to be very upset about some of these other decisions that are happening. And then they're going to use the tools that they're now being provided with to try to ruin what you and I have in the sense of our ability to own firearms and our ability to operate freely in the sense of self-defense. So not only should you be worried about those types of circumstances, but you should be definitely aware of the fact that we're up on an election season. Things just got turned up to 11, and people are going to act out in a very violent way in many different areas of the country. And if you are in a metropolitan area, you need to be paying attention and you need to make sure that you are well prepared for what's coming. If you are in a church, if you go to an organization related to any type of religion, really, you should be prepared for your place of worship to possibly be targeted based on what's happening right now. And you should talk to your elders about security protocols if you guys don't have any. But these are things that are happening to our country right this second. You see this shirt I'm wearing right now? I wouldn't wear this shirt out and about in a metropolitan area right now if I were you, just based on the fact that the vitriol of the ideological divide is getting worse every single day. Make sure you maintain some level of gray man. Do you have Magpul stickers and FJB stickers all over your vehicle? Well, you might be targeted, and you might be painting a giant target on your back by doing so. I'm not telling you how to operate or how to express your views by any means, but what I'm telling you is that if you're going to outwardly put your ideology into the aether, then you have to expect some sort of reaction possible here in the near future because of the way people are currently acting. So just be prepared for that scenario, especially if you're unwilling to change what it is you currently do and the way you currently operate. These are all considerations you need to make right this second. Make sure you have ways to defend yourself. And as I'm sitting here working on some new ideas and concepts when it comes to platforms, when it comes to even caliber, when it comes to the ability to defend myself and become more proficient on a singular platform, I'm also considering what things are going to look like here in the next couple of months, especially in the lead up to this election, which will be very vitriolic based on everything that just occurred over the last 24 hours. So don't be surprised when things pop off in a very negative way. But if you're in a metropolitan area, or you go to places of worship, or you're part of a community that might be targeted based on circumstance, then you need to be prepared to face whatever challenges might be ahead of you in this near future that we don't necessarily want to be a part of. But this is what's happening in our country right now, and this is where we are going, and it's not a path I wanted to be on, but it's something we have to talk about and be honest about. So I just wanted to remind you all, this is important. Make sure you're ready to take care of yourself, your family, and make sure you're ready to defend yourself and your family in case all of this pops off in a very bad way.